Yo, yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Parathon, and today we will be discussing the aspect of Mars squaring off with Saturn. Yes, this aspect is growing and will peak on Saturday, November 25th at 11:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So, let's break it down. Mars, the planet of heavy metals, headaches, okay, anger, aggression, initiation, survival, instinct, will be squaring off with Saturn, okay, the planet of time, discipline, control, limits, authority, okay. So a square is division of the zodiac wheel by 4. So because this is a closing square, meaning the final square of the zodiac wheel, let me break it down. Okay, so here we have Capricorn, right? So if you count Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries, that is 4, okay? Because Aries rules Mars, or Mars rules Aries and Saturn rules Capricorn. That's where you get the closing square. But the energy of a closing square is that of Capricorn. Okay, yes, aspects have the corresponding archetypes as the zodiac signs and the planets. Okay, so Mars is ruled by air. Mars rules Aries. Okay. And Saturn rules Capricorn, okay? It's all about taking action towards your success, towards your goals. Where are you? How are you going to achieve this? And normally with an aspect between Mars and Saturn, it a lot of times manifests in violence, physical, emotional, mental abuse of power, okay? Getting it here? But both planets are currently in water signs. Mars is currently sitting in Scorpio, okay? And Saturn is currently sitting in Pisces. I will put those readings at the end of this reading. Saturn just finished, okay, his retrograde period. So I will probably put that in the video as well. We are going to be using the Spice Box Tarot. I was just looking to see if I could grab it real quick, but I can't. I'm not doing that. So I'm here, you're here, Frankie's here. Okay. This aspect is going to challenge you emotionally. Okay. It is how you grow. People who don't normally have squares in their birth chart, they kind of mature later on in life because a challenge or an obstacle is designed to push you forward. But with this aspect, you're either going to fold, okay, or you're going to overextend yourself, okay? And that is where we're going to figure out which way are we going as a collective, okay? Let's get started. Now, I was going to do the sun squaring off with Saturn, but I didn't think I will be able to get the reading out to you all in time because that aspect peaks on Thursday, Thanksgiving. And so, you know, a reading this week, okay, comes out on Wednesdays. And so, you know, I like to give y'all time when I'm talking about aspects and stuff because I want you to build and be prepared, okay? And so when things start to go down, you can recognize it for what it is, okay? Oh, shoot. Okay. Cards to look for. Mars is represented by the Tower. Saturn is represented by the World. Aries is represented by the Emperor. And Pisces is represented by the Moon card. Okay. Scorpio is represented by the Death card. And Capricorn is represented by the Devil himself. Okay. So let's see. Anybody home? Anybody home? Hello, hello. Okay, let's do this. Bam. Conflict, obviously. Squares are like two energies fighting for dominance. Okay. And so here we have 5 of Wands. A battle of willpower. Okay. We are fighting or coming into conflict with others. But about what? What is the conflict about? I mean, there's a passion there. Okay. Something that you care about deeply. More wands. Okay. Page of Wands. An inspirational message. A powerful message. But you don't know what to do with it. To me, this is you coming out on top and being willing to take the actions necessary to succeed. Which means essentially to assert yourself, okay? You're going to have to stand up for yourself and what you believe in, okay? You're going to have to have that will. And I know sometimes we may keep things bottled up, but when you do that, it only allows for it to come out in an unhealthy manner later on. So you need to find your limits, your boundaries, and you need to define them so that you feel confident in sharing your I want to say thoughts, ideas, your message. Okay, what is it that you have to say to communicate? Okay, so that one is like I said what I said, and that's it. It's a period after that. Okay. If we get swords after this, then Knight of Wands. Bam! You can grow into the night if you do what I just said do. From page to night, baby. That means you're going to be moving forward with the courage. But if you look here, these two cards are battling each other. He's on a horse. He's moving forward with great haste because with a Mars and Saturn aspect, there's no time being wasted. We're not doing that. Okay. And so the page is just basically just like standing there like, okay, I'm ready. But is that even how you're supposed to hold the wand? Like, shouldn't it be like this or should you be like this? You need to be more upward, need to be more prepared. Okay. But both wands are essentially going in the same direction. That's why I think the Knight is just the page after. Okay. You say what you got to say. Don't fold. Okay? Because it's going to be easy to be passive in this situation. That's the Piscean energy. But Pisces is also fear of chaos. But luckily Saturn, okay, which is in Pisces, is the planet of discipline, okay, order, conduct, okay? So don't be afraid or be fearful that things will get out of control, i.e. your temper, okay? Because that's not what is going to happen here. You might throw some shade, throw a few darts at a few people, but hey, it is what it is, okay? Doing it as a means of protection. Dang, it's nothing but wands. 3 of Wands. What do you see in the future? You have to go through this challenging time in order to build character. Okay? This is character development, okay, in the movie of your life. Okay? This is only going to make you stronger. Okay? You're either going to stand on your square, pun intended, or you're going to fold like mold. Because you go from 5 to 3 after you done went from page to wands. Sorry. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Where is the major arcana? I can't believe we 4 cards in and the name popped out yet. Empress Venus. Okay. Empress represents Venus, the softer side of Mars. Mars and Venus are always close, okay? Always very, very close, okay? This is all about creativity, nurturing, being the ultimate feminine energy. That doesn't mean be passive, okay? It just means be softer in your approach, in your delivery, okay? Because when you do that it doesn't negate, okay, a bad temper, but it tempers your temper, okay? It makes it a little bit softer, makes it a little bit more digestible for those who are on the receiving end. Now, with Mars Saturn aspects, you're either going to be on the end side of authority, or you're going to be the one getting scapegoated. Saturn, scapegoat. Okay? So don't think just because you might be on the receiving end, that doesn't mean that you are weak. It doesn't mean that you are passive. It doesn't mean that you are fearful. But there is an energy in this aspect that indicates you might be afraid. Okay? Afraid of losing control, afraid of being too aggressive, afraid of, at this point, maybe even being too vulnerable. Because if we're talking emotional standpoint, due to Mars being in Scorpio and Saturn being in Pisces, those are 2 water signs. Okay? That is a mutable on the Pisces side and a fixed on the Scorpio side. So there is, and we got 2 3s. I did just realize that. And there is a chance at change, but you got to be forced. And that's what this square is doing. Okay? It's challenging you. It is having you to stand up for yourself. Okay? Not others. You are standing up for yourself. Let's see. Okay. Now, if we get another 3. Because it's not Sagittarius season just yet. We are almost there. Okay. This will be occurring during the sun's transit in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about truth, philosophy, higher education, travel, beyond local realms. 7 of Pentacles. You got to be patient. Finally, some Pentacles. I was thinking I was going to get some swords. But even with this 7 of Pentacles, Look at that gardening tool. Sure look like a wand to me. Okay. But we have seen, okay, the fruits of our labor, but there is still some confusion, some lack of clarity that we are having that is preventing us from seeing the good in this situation. Like, yes, this is a test of emotional courage and strength and ability to move forward, but it's almost like you're just wondering, like, how is this supposed to make me like more emotionally like stronger? How is this supposed to make me grow as a person? Like, you just not seeing it. Okay, you're not seeing it, but just be patient because the answers are going to come after the aspect peaks. Okay, I feel like these first three wands with the Five of Wands, the Page, and the Knight of Wands, okay, that is the buildup, okay, the conflict. And then when the Page and the Knight, okay, come together, boop, out pops the Three of Wands. That is because you have learned something, or you see things for what they really are, okay? And that's why the Empress came out, because look at her. She just sitting there watching the craziness, watching everything unfold. And she still doesn't, you still don't see, okay, the good in the situation. Okay, you see the results, which are good, but you just don't, it's like, how did I get here? Like, how did I go from no pentacles to 7 all of a sudden? Okay, I'm cheating. 10 of Cups, 6 of Swords. Joy, happiness, love, dreams coming true. Everything you need. This 10 is representative of the unknown. Okay. X is the unknown. I just had to check just to make sure, but I know I'm right. Okay. X marks the spot. But you don't know where the spot is. You don't know how you got there. But you went. You may not remember, but you got there. Okay, you went there. And this is that same man and woman and one child, but here there are two. And so this is probably need to go the other way around, because even though this card was flipped, this card came out first. So you got 6 of Swords and then the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Take everything you know, every thought, idea, all of the logic that you have, take it with you. You can't take everything. You can't take all the swords. You can only take 6 because you have to take the Empress. You have to take your softer side. You still got your one wand here. Okay. It's the same will and desire that you have always had. Okay. But bringing the Empress with you and your legacy, okay, your offspring, to a new place, okay? And then when you get there, boop, guess what happens? You have another child. You birth a new idea, a new legacy, a second legacy, okay? Something to leave your kids, or something to leave the world, the collective. Because nothing that we are doing is personally beneficial. Everything we do benefits the collective, our families, our coworkers, our friends. Everything we do should be beneficial to someone other than yourself. You can't be stingy with your blessings, okay? King of Swords, I was thinking rigidity, if that's the word, but rigid. King of Swords in reverse. Very, very rigid. Very cold. Rigidity versus independence and freedom versus limits and expectations. King of Swords, what are you saying? Lack of discipline. Militant almost. Close-minded. I already told you, you got to let go of any previous ideas that you had about what it means to assert yourself or stand up for yourself. Most people think that they're going to just lose it. But that isn't always necessarily the case. You're either going to do it with some tact, or you're going to come off and look immature, childish. We're all adults here. Have some respect for yourself and others. I don't want to do too many more. How long have I been going? Oh, not long at all. Not long at all. Okay, we're going to hold this. We're going to hold. Okay. This is all about freedom, independence, doing your own thing, not having to conform to societal programming, being your own person in all situations, standing up for yourself, having the courage to do so, having self-control. Scorpio energy is very focused on controlling their quote-unquote dark side, because they are afraid that if they let loose, that they're gonna go overboard and hurt some feelings, burn some bridges. So they kind of hold things in. But again, that is not healthy. Scorpio, you are a water sign, okay? Whether you want to be in touch with your emotions or not, you can bottle them up and try to put limits on your own feelings. But when you do that, they just come bursting through the door, okay? That's the Aryan side. You cannot, you can't control your emotions. I mean, that's what most people do. But you cannot escape them altogether. You're going to have to face your own feelings, face your own traumas. A lot of your inability to assert yourself stems from childhood. Maybe when you were younger, you were taught, most of us don't talk back. So now as an adult, you scared to share your opinion. Okay. This aspect is all about fear. Okay. Fear of chaos, fear of competition, especially if you have siblings. Okay. Sometimes we don't even want to put ourselves in certain positions because we don't want to be challenged. And so that's just like being passive. That's just like not standing up for yourself. But you can't, the universe is not going to let you do that forever. Okay? You are going to have to face the music. Okay? And what is going to end up happening is you are going to be on the receiving end. You can dish it out all day long. But when it's time to receive, you get scared. You get fearful. You get nervous. It's either fight or flight, and you are ready to fly. But I need you to fight. Okay, that's why we got these two squares coming up. The Sun square in Saturn is going to give you the confidence, the pride, okay, the courage that you need to face this Mars energy when it comes in. Okay, Saturn just got out of its retrograde period and is making his stops along the way. Okay, and last card. Bloop. Tower in reverse. Mars energy. Don't cower. Don't cave. Okay. Yes, this energy is overwhelming. Yes, this energy can be exhausting. But if you are prepared, then you don't have to worry about overextending yourself. You don't have to worry about things boiling over. You won't have to worry about things. You won't have to be fearful of the competition. You are your only competition. And I mean, when I say competition, it doesn't mean like an actual physical competition. I hope y'all know that. Okay? When I'm saying competition, this could be competing or in like a debate. A debate is a verbal competition. Okay, we don't have a lot of swords, but the competition is about willpower. Who is stronger? Who has the stronger spirit? Who is willing to do what needs to be done? Who is willing to do what it takes to get over the hump? Who is willing to take on the responsibility? Who is willing to take all of the anger that they have and channel that into a goal, success, into their own desire to climb their career ladder? Instead of being angry, okay, that this is happening, or trying to understand how and why is this happening to me, you need to go with the flow and allow yourself to be a little bit more vulnerable instead of trying to hold back your emotions because you are afraid things are going to turn into some sort of battle. Okay? The only person you battling is yourself. And that's if you keep holding all of this aggressive energy inside. Sometimes, might even be sexual energy. Forgot about that. Okay. Okay. Might want to do some Kundalini yoga. Okay, Kundalini is when you work with the sexual energy and move it throughout your body so you can do other things, okay? If you're feeling a little, you could take that energy and put it towards a goal, okay? To help you be more successful in whatever endeavor you are embarking on, okay? Work that energy up through your crown chakra. Get some new ideas, okay? Work that energy up to your heart chakra and allow yourself to be more loving towards your fellow humans, okay? It's the holidays. This is when people get so ready to give back, okay? But the universe is going to show you. It's going to show you. But you need to be willing to take that same chance. Okay? Stop viewing everything as reckless or irresponsible. Let me know what happens. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace.